fondant out your ice. I keep calling it fondant. Sorry, I've been watching too many American videos. It can dry up, so and you can feel it, and it cracks. A little bit of Trex in, only a bit. It does have it's only vegetable. Don't mean lard, not animal fat, but Trex vegetable fat. A little bit you need it in, you'll see how it will soften up and get that really pliable. So it is quite a good thing to have. I worked with one lady and she said a mistake that she made early on, she'd heard about, Trexie's is really good, got it mixed up with lard. She mixed a load of lard in this cake she was doing for some reason. She said, I could smell it was revolting. And then she thought, I better just try this. Yeah, really sick. So we all get it wrong sometimes, don't we? All make mistakes. It is quite hard. I say this is really soft today. This is quite unusual. But normally, when you take your icing out of the packet, or like I've got it in a big block, I have to really go at it to cut it off. It's really hard, and you have to start working it and eating it. It's good for your muscles. You need to get nice and soft, nice and pliable. I mean, some cake decorators I've seen, I've heard of Lindy Smith, who does the wonky cakes. She's really good, and she would use Trex to actually spread on a table and roll out with Trex. She doesn't use icing sugar at all, especially if you're doing dark coloured cakes. If you've ever done that, and the icing does mark it. I'm struggling with this again. So you could do that. It's harder. I've tried it, and it is a lot harder to roll out with Trex, I must say. Bit of a technique to it.
Well, it'll stick to it more.
It does. Really. It does. Yeah. Yeah, it does not too. Just turn it. You can as well. I used to use them in my early days because I struggled a bit getting my icing level, getting it even. And you can buy spacers, or even, especially if your husband's a joiner, you can use them. Like just I got some at Peter Cutman for me, some dowels, like not dowels, but flat, I don't know what they're called, and wood, and just actually, just like that. Yeah, that's right. And if you get them 4mm thick, because that's the recommended thickness for your icing cake, and then you can't go any thinner. You know, once you start rolling, you're just rolling on the wood. You know that it is all right then. I don't know what I've done with them. I would have brought them today, but. I think I got rid of them removed. I did stop using them. Again, just make sure that nearly stuck then. You add some sugar underneath, because it just nothing worse than covering a big cake and you've rolled it's hard work rolling out a big piece. It takes a bit of doing, and then you come to pick it up and the middle's stuck and you've got to start again. But you learn. You do learn by your mistakes. I've done them all. So just keep it moving and make sure you've got your icing sugar underneath. If you do it that way, I have a bit of a habit of probably thinking, oh, that bit's a bit thick, I'll do that bit. Not a good rate, really. You just keep it one way, just roll backwards and forwards. And turn your icing, and that way you will keep it. It is easier to get it more level. You can feel as well. You can feel whether there's if it's a bit thicker there, and that's that. If it's too thin in the middle. Just a quick guide. If you put your rolling pin in, you can see that's fine. You know, use your rolling pin to measure. So I can see that's going to be absolutely plenty big enough to cover, so that's fine. Again, with a bigger cake, just do the same thing. And two ways of doing it. You can either just literally get your hands underneath and lift it on, or use your rolling pin. Sorry, just one other thing before I do that. Once you've got your icing to the right size, it is very easy when you're doing it. It's really annoying, but it can crack. You put it on and it all starts cracking around the edge, and that's because it's too dry really, or the glycerine in the icing. It's not soft enough. So if you just give it a rub with your hand, and that just warms the glycerine up, that makes it more stretchy, and that will help it to bend over the cake rather than it just cracking. That's nice and smooth. And then just, I hope you can all see that. Are you alright over there? Sorry, I want to show you. It's a bit low, sorry, a bit low down. And then, so on your rolling pin, and just gently. Better to have it quite a bit bigger than your cake, than smaller. I'll explain that in a minute. So you with your top, just gently move your hand around. Make sure you don't get any air bubbles out. And then with this part of your hand, it's this bit. If anything's going to crack, it's always around this top bit. So don't go all the way down at first. Just concentrate on this top edge, getting that stuck to your cake. And once you've done that bit, you can relax then. That's fine. And that's not going to crack or break now because you've stuck it to. And then again with this part of your hand, it will stretch. It's very stretchy, very soft. It will stretch really easy. If you start doing this kind of pushing down movement, it's going to pull down. So the best way to do it, cup your hand, but actually do this movement of bringing it up. So you're going down and pushing it to the cake, but you're not stretching. And then just flip your circles out, just keep flipping. Don't go all the way down to the bottom, just do a bit at a time. And then these pleats, sometimes you can get it, you know, like that bit there, and it's really, really pleated in because you haven't just done it. And the shorter you do it, the more pleated it will be. Just pull it. It's quite forgiving. Stretch it out. Some people call it a skirt. Flip your skirt. All the way to the bottom. In that crease there. So that's reasonable. You've got your shape and you're covered. And again, then you're smoother. Sometimes you can put it down, you can be doing different things, you don't realise it's got a bit of muck on or something, so always just give it a rub, make sure it's clean, and then just gently smooth it around. You know, and if you get dents and cracks in it and it's not right, it doesn't matter. You can cover it up with something. You know, in my early days, the first job I had, I'd done it for a hobby for a long time, and I saw this job advertised for a baker in this shop window, and I thought, oh, I can bake from being tiny. And I went for the job, and I said, oh, I can do a bit of decoration. It's a decorator I need, so she took me on as a decorator. And I have to say, I was so nervous, my hands were shaking. I thought, why have you done this? You can't do this. What do you even do this for? And she left me instructions of a picture of this castle. I wasn't even, honestly, I was nearly crying about, you absolute idiot. But I have to say, forgive me, if I certainly wouldn't want to offend anybody, but I am a Christian and I do ask God for help a lot. And believe me, it works, ladies. It does work. And I was amazed. I did this castle and it was lovely. So it's just having confidence, really. Confidence in myself. And God. Pizza cutter, again, now obviously we need to get rid of all this. And you want to keep a really nice, neat edge around there. So just not right in, but nearly. And just a 45-degree, I would say, angle. There. Sometimes, again, it is harder with cake, I'm not going to lie, and polystyrene. lovely and